Hi, welcome back to Neil Watson, your English language coach. What we're going to do today is cover in three little short videos, three words that have come up following yesterday's fake news video, words that have been associated with fake news or fake stuff that you get, which I find are absolutely wonderful. The first of which is the word spam. Now, spam, most of us will know that it is the canned processed meat that first came into being in the 1930s in America, especially processed meat, and made by a company called Hormel. And everybody, I mean, even at school, I can remember school lunches having slices of ham with beetroot and potatoes at school and not particularly liking it. But spam is a meat that has been around for quite a long time as a conserve in tins that can withstand, keeping for a long time, and therefore has immense uses around the world in terms of storing food for future use without the need to store it in a refrigerator. Now, spam also, when you look at spam and you talk about spam, the meat, the company Hormel have trademarked spam in capital letters, S-P-A-M, lost a couple of fights to include any sort of spam, but they stuck with S-P-A-M, and they wanted to trademark it because they didn't want to think that their meat was called after something that related to false news and false, crappy emails and stuff. So, that's the trademark of Hormel. What I do love, and I'll cover the word another time, is we all know what an acronym is, and that's basically where something is shortened because it means something. And I've come across the word in sort of Googling spam and looking at spam and its origins. And I've come across the word backronym, but that's for another day. But backronym and spam, spam as a meat has been sort of backronymed as something posing as meat, specially processed artificial meat, stuff, pork and ham, spare parts animal meat, and special product of Austin, Minnesota. Now, I think it's a wonderful backronyms, and spam messages have also been backronymed into stupid, pointless, annoying messages and shit posting as email. But when you go back to spam the meat, a lot of it was around in World War II in the UK as American forces gathered ready for D-Day, and the British actually thought spam stood for specially processed American meats. Well, that's it, in terms of spam. In terms of the meat, who do you think eats the most after the Americans in the world? And it turns out it's South Korea. But we turn back to now spam. Sorry, excuse me. But today, where does the word spam for the emails and these pointless sort of, is it something that came from, spam as because of the meat, because it was satirized as fake meat, therefore spam became fake messages. But actually, whilst you could believe that in a little while, spam, as the term that we use for the emails that come, like crazy from all over the place, actually dates back to 1970s and Monty Python's Flying Circus skit that they did, and it was in the series. And in the skit, it was the fact that they were sitting in a restaurant where all the items on the menu were spam. So spam came with everything. And the waitress, when she repeats the word spam, a group of Vikings in the corner just sing spam, 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 lovely spam, wonderful spam. And they cut out all other sort of conversation and until they are finally told to shut up. Now, this eventually translated into internet messages of varying types, chat messages, news groups, and it just went around as spam because there was nothing else that was going on because of the Monty Python sketch, where spam was the spam singing was drowning out conversation and spam itself was unwanted and popping up all over the menu. So this is where the origin of the word for a spam message comes from, and I think it's wonderful.